Welcome to Navigating LA County and Metro Contracting Opportunities, presented this afternoon by Supervisor Kathryn Barger. We're very excited to share some useful information with you all today, and we hope to inspire you and enable you to compete more effectively for contracts with LA County and with Metro. So I will just click over to the agenda slide. This workshop is part of the Contractor Development and Bonding Program, which we call CDAP. And we, of course, are looking forward to sharing about that program and the many no-cost offerings that it has. But we are also excited to welcome representatives from LA County Department of Economic Opportunity, LA County Public Works, and Metro Diversity and Economic Opportunity Departments to share about upcoming opportunities that they have, certifications, dedicated support, and all the different things that they have to offer. So as we move through the workshop, if you have any questions, you can submit them using the Q&A feature. And we have a dedicated account manager managing that chat, and she will answer those questions as we go. And if you have any questions for the representatives that present today, hold those till the end, and we'll have a Q&A segment where you can put those questions in the chat, and we will allow them some time to answer those. So before we get started, we would like to share with you a brief recorded welcome message from Distinguished Supervisor Kathryn Barger. Supervisor Barger is a true champion of small and diverse contractors, and she really is committed to minimizing red tape and redundancies and making the pursuit of contracting opportunities a tangible reality for our local contractors. So Supervisor Barger could not be here with us today, but she was very excited to host the event and very happy for us to bring all of this information to you. So I will start the video.
Don't hear any sound.
I know, I believe there's no sound on the video. So let me come back to the video a bit later and we'll turn it over to, actually, we have a second welcome this afternoon from Felipe Moscoso of the Department of Economic Opportunity, where this program actually resides. So I'll turn it over to you, Felipe, and I'll pull up the video elsewhere.
Great. Thank you. And thank you everyone for joining here today. Really happy that you all can join us, and I'll learn a little bit more about the program. The Department of Economic Opportunity is proud to sponsor this program and offer services to our community. Our Office of Small Business offers free comprehensive assistance through the Apex Accelerator program, including contracting registration assistance, which we'll learn more about today, certification guidance, marketing strategy formation, proposal review and preparation. And our price preference entity program offers a 15% advantage to certified local businesses, disabled veteran businesses, and social enterprises. This free certification process is particularly valuable for contractors participating in recovery efforts, and we're working to triple the business participation in these certification programs. DEO also sponsors the Economic Mobility Initiative. Our ARPA-funded Economic Mobility Initiative offers comprehensive business support through both cohort-based programs and individualized assistance. Business and startups can access the full complement of services needed to strengthen their launch and development, including legal counsel, human resource guidance, digital transformation assistance, design and marketing expertise. And this program removes barriers to entrepreneurship by providing access to professional services that would otherwise be cost prohibitive for many startups. We're going to put some links in the chat that you all can click on after the meeting, learn a little bit more. I would advise to save these links as we continue to update programs inclusive of fire recovery efforts and supporting of fire impacted communities. So thank you again for joining, and Department of Economic Opportunity through the Office of a Small Business is here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Felipe. So I believe that actually the video is working. So let me pull it back up. And we'll try again.
Welcome to today's workshop. I'm Los Angeles County Supervisor Kathryn Barger, and I am proud to serve on the Metro Board of Directors. Today's event is incredibly timely. Our thriving economy in Los Angeles County boasts a booming construction sector, and it's continuing to grow. The county has allocated millions of dollars in public construction opportunities. Metro is also embarking on its own major multi-million-dollar construction boom after voters approved Measure M in 2016. This effort allowed Metro to begin the most ambitious infrastructure expansion program in the nation. Measure M will generate $120 billion to complete dozens of major infrastructure projects over the next 40 years. And since Los Angeles will hold its 2028 Olympics, there will be even more of a focus to develop critical projects so we are ready. Though we have these historic opportunities underway, there are still barriers that present hurdles for small and diverse businesses. To reduce obstacles, Los Angeles County and Metro implemented the Regional Connector Development and Bonding Program. These opportunities are key for you to take advantage of the growth happening all around us. Today, you will hear about the services and benefits the program provides, explore potential projects, and learn the fundamentals of bonding and why it is necessary for public works. This program is also designed to expand your bonding capacity as contractors and to encourage your participation in construction projects for Los Angeles County and Metro. I hope you take advantage of the valuable resources available to you at no cost. I fought to get this program implemented to help small and diverse licensed contractors benefit from public contracting opportunities. As you know, working with public agencies is challenging, but this program is here to help contractors break through those barriers. We're grateful to the Meriwether and Williams team for bringing you here to guide you with their array of services. You will also hear from the County Department of Public Works on their certification process, which is a critical element to obtain contracting opportunities. And of course, Metro is here to help you do business with their agency. Now is the time for you to get involved and grow your business. We hope today's workshop will equip you with the tools you need to maximize your potential. We are all rooting for you to thrive and succeed in Los Angeles County. Thank you for your participation, and we hope you enjoy today's webinar.
Wonderful. Supervisor Barger is always so inspiring. And she really is committed to impactful programs, which is the perfect segue into our first presentation from Rosa Osorio, the Assistant Program Manager of this program that we're here to speak about today, the Regional Contractor Development and Bonding Program, CDAP, and share about the many no-cost offerings from bid alerts to bonding support, one-on-one support, and I will turn it over to Rosa and let her get started.
Thank you, Christy. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Glad that you guys could make it this afternoon to hear some wonderful information that's going on throughout the county and Metro of LA. So a little bit about us. So as it was mentioned, we are Meriwether and Williams Insurance, now a Hub International company. We are a full service property and casualty employee benefits, retirement, personal lines insurance broker firm. We also offer aligned risk management, specialty programs, and safety and loss prevention. But we are mainly known for is our bonding, technical assistance, and contract financing programs, which we have in San Francisco, Los Angeles region, Alameda County, Fresno, and our newest program, which is Charlotte, North Carolina. We are able to help small and emerging contractors in obtaining bonding. And over the years, we've been around for about 27 years. And we've been able to offer around $1 billion in bonding transactions to contractors with only a 0.1% ratio. So just to give you an idea, the surety industry's loss ratio is usually around 20%. So over the last 27 years, we've only had 2 contractors who have defaulted in a very small amount. So we are always very proud of this loss ratio, which is very, very low. And we've been also able to assist about $6 million in contract financing assistance. Next slide, please. So our program purpose and mission is to reduce the barriers of bonding capacity, enabling greater and successful participation of small, local, minority, women, and disabled veteran-owned businesses in public contract opportunities. And the way we do that is by what we call the 4 pillars of contractor development, which is the assessment and technical assistance, the bonding, contract finance, and project assistance, education, training, and contract support, and finally our prime contractor partnership. Next slide, please. So the basics of bonding. So what is bonding? So bonding is a 3-party agreement that guarantees a contract completion. So the key elements is it protects another party. So it protects the project owner and not you. You cannot buy it like insurance. You must qualify for it. Just like you're qualifying for a loan, you must qualify for bonding. They have a criteria that you need to meet where they look at your financial statements, they look at your tax returns, your history of bonded and unbonded projects. So it's just a whole list of documents and criteria that they look at. So we always say, bonding, you have to get it before you actually need it. Just like a loan, you apply for a loan and you get qualified before you need it because it doesn't happen overnight. It does take some time. And so we always encourage everybody to get started on that bonding pre-qualification so that once you're ready to bid on a project, 1, you already know how much you can bond for, and 2, you've done half of the work. So now it's just going after that one project. And like I mentioned, it's unlike insurance where you pay a premium and the insurance company expects you to have losses. In bonding, no losses are expected. So like I mentioned, that 0.1%, that's what the sureties are looking for. They don't want this, 20% loss ratio. They're trying to make sure that a contractor completes a project without any issues and without any claims. Because once a contractor has a claim in their history of bonded projects, it's really hard to get a new bond. So why was bonding put in place? So bonding is mandated by law. And on a federal level, we have what we call the Hurt Act of 1894 and the Miller's Act of 1935 that says that performance and payment bonds are required on projects over 100,000. And on a local and state level, we have the Little Miller's Act, which varies by state. So anytime you're bidding on a project, you have to see if it's a federal project or if a local or state project, so you can do your research and see if you're going to need a bond. You don't want to wait till, it's time to submit your bid, and then you find out you need a bond and you can't qualify for it. Or even worse, you get awarded a contract and now you need a bond and you can't qualify for it. So now you can't perform this project, so you don't want to do that. A performance bond. So performance bond ensures that the owner receives a finished product under the negotiated price. So it's making sure that you as the contractor is going to complete the project according to the contract. And under the payment bond, it's ensuring that all your subcontractors and suppliers and vendors are paid. because if you don't pay, your suppliers and your vendors, they can come after your bond to get their payment. And again, you don't want to claim on either one of your bonds. And also, bonding acts as a pre-qualification. So a lot of times, like primes, they will, when you're trying to qualify or pre-qualify for a prime, they will ask if you're bondable. And the reason they ask that is because they know that a surety company has vetted you out, and it gives them an extra level of assurance that you're going to complete the project satisfactorily without any issues. So it's always beneficial for you to get pre-qualified for a bond line. Bond lines are free. And that way, again, how much you can bid for, and the prime, you'll be able to check that question where it says, are you bondable? You want to be able to check that yes. Next slide, please. So what are contract services? We can help you obtain your first bond or increase your current bonding capacity. So if you've never been bonded before and you're trying to get your first bond line, we can help you. Or if you have identified a project in your current capacity, either you're using it on another project or it's not enough, we can help you increase that capacity. We can help with contractor development and capacity building. We offer contract-based financing programs. We assign you a dedicated account manager. So once you enrolled in the program, which is just a one-page application, once you complete that, you'll be assigned a dedicated account manager who's going to assist you. And it's going to be kind of like your business development go-to person. They're going to go over all your goals and how the program can assist you in achieving those goals. You also have access to the agency collateral support. So the way we assist you in getting a new bond or increasing your bonding capacity is by offering program collateral support in the form of a letter of credit, 40% up to $250,000. So instead of you putting up your own collateral, so if the surety says, we can't qualify you based on your financials and your credit score, but we'll take collateral. So instead of you putting up your own collateral, the program can put up collateral assistance for you to qualify for these bonds. If the surety requires you to provide CPA prepared financial statements, and this usually happens if you're trying to bid on a project over $3 million, they will ask for CPA financials. And we know those can be costly. So the program also offers cost subsidy up to $3,200 that you can use to pay for those. It has to be used for bonding purposes, so either a new bond or increasing your bonding capacity. And it is a one-time fee. So we always encourage that you use it for bonding and not just to get financial statements. You also have access to our weekly newsletter that goes out every Wednesday afternoon that has all the different projects that are out there, different events, prime opportunities that you can take advantage of. So if you want to get on that list, just let us know. Next slide, please. Under our technical assistance. So once you enrolled in the program and you're assigned an account manager, they will set up an assessment meeting with you to go over your goals. And after the meeting, they will send you a work plan, kind of like a roadmap that you would be able to follow in conjunction with your account manager to help you get ready to bid on public opportunities. We can help you create a contractor profile, like a capability statement. We can assist you with certifications. We know that depending on the certification you're trying to get, there's a lot of paperwork involved. So we can act as a second set of eyes that, making sure that all the forms are complete, that questions are answered, and their documents are notarized. We also can offer bid document review. So if once you identify a project you want to bid on, we can help you review the documents before you submit your bid. Now, we don't look at the numbers because you are the expert in that, but we do look at the documentation, making sure that it's completed correctly. We do contract completion support, so we can help with contract monitoring throughout the life of a project. We also offer monthly workshops. In our upcoming workshop, the last Monday of this month will be understanding insurance for contractors. So if you want to attend that, you can let us know and we'll send you the information. We also have construction training academies. We had a bidding and estimating, a contract award management. Our next academy is our Metro bidding and estimating. That's going to be starting May 6th all the way to June 3rd. It is once a week and it is hybrid, which means the first and the last class are in person at the Metro headquarters, and the 3 classes in between will be via Zoom. And lastly, we have our Prime Partnership Program, where we have partnered with the large primes that are currently working on government projects. And 2 things, they come and teach at our academy so you can learn how to do business with them and be a subcontractor on their large contracts. And 2, once they have a project that they need to, to complete or satisfy their inclusivity goals, as well as getting subcontractors for different scopes, they'll send us a list of requirements and what they're looking for. And then what we do is we go through our list and send them our qualified contractors. Next slide, please. Under bid document review, so we attend all pre-bids to making sure that we understand what the bid entails so that we can help and guide contractors. We can do bid document review. Like I mentioned, we review the plans and specs. We assist with identifying risk before you submit a bid. And of course, we help you with the required documents before you submit a bid. We can give a final look right before you submit the bid. And if you are not the lowest bidder, we can set up a post bid debrief to see what we can help you to do better next time, so that next time you be successful. We also do contract review. We have a field support project manager in our office that can set up a meeting with you and go over a contract before you sign. You will be able to identify all the different items that you need to be aware before you sign a contract. Next slide, please. And under our contract completion support, so we can do a job start checklist, and we can set up a meeting before you start a project. We can go over a job start checklist. We have a template that we can provide for you. We also do contract monitoring throughout the life of the project. We do monthly check-ins. We can help with billing and payments, construction schedule, making sure that the project is progressing on schedule and satisfactory. We also do site visit reports. And of course, we can help with change orders. We know how, those can be a little bit challenging sometimes, so we can help and mitigate any issues that happen throughout the project. So before I turn it over to my colleague Janet, just want to say that, if you're not enrolled in the program yet, like I said, it is one-page enrollment form. All the services that we provide are free to you, so please take advantage of them. We are here to help. This is why the county and Metro has put this program in place for contractors to come, and we can assist you, because we want you to be on all these projects. We want you to be successful and grow. That is our #1 goal. Next slide, please. And now I will turn it over to my colleague Janet Ramirez, who is the expert in our finance assistance program. Thank you.
Rosa. Hi, everyone. My name is Janet Ramirez. I'm the contract-based financing analyst for this program. I'm going to go over a few details and requirements that you would need to know, if something that you're interested in getting pre-qualified for, or just getting more information. So the first step would be to get enrolled in our contract development and bonding program. Once you've been assigned a contractor development manager, they will go ahead and create an assessment and a work plan for you. Once we've received that, it'll give us a little overview of your past experience as far as any jobs with any public entity, just so we can understand and know some of the aspects that you already provide. But with that being said, you must be a small business enterprise. You must be pre-qualified before having a project, or as you're bidding going through the pre-qualification phase. And what pre-qualification means, it doesn't mean that you are given a set amount of what you would qualify for a loan. What pre-qualification means is getting your background and organization information, your financial information in before you actually have a contract. Because it does take some time to kind of analyze everything and do a write-up on that. So once we've pre-qualified you by obtaining all of your background and organization information and financial information, once you've been awarded a contract, we use that as your collateral. So contracts that are eligible for this program would be any construction contracts or any professional services contracts related to construction. Those would be, we would be able to kind of underwrite that for this specific loan. Once we've have this project that we've identified, there would be, we'll do a cash flow projection for you, and that will indicate how much cash flow you would need in order to kind of maintain the project and kind of cash flow throughout the beginning through the end. So once we've determined how much you would need, it would be, let's say, $100,000. Those $100,000 are allocated funds specifically for the project that has been awarded and approved by our underwriting team. So the contract is used as collateral. So even if you don't have enough funds to kind of start the project, whether it's purchasing materials or just mobilizing the project, we use your contract as collateral. We know that as you complete the job, you're going to be getting these progress payments. So it's money that we are accounting for to be received. So currently the max amount of loaned funds would be $250,000 per project. If there are multiple projects, it's just a case-by-case base, but right now it's typically one project for one loan amount. The money is released as needed, so not everything is released up front. So let's say you have the $100,000 that you have been approved for this specific project, and you only need about $50,000, we'll release the $50,000 and the interest will be accumulated off of the $50,000 that has been released. With these loans, there is a third-party funds administration that is tied to the loan. This really ensures us that the funds are going to be allocated specifically for this job. I like to say that the funds administrator is used as a back office support. What happens is they kind of manage all of your funds that come through. So once you get the $100,000 in the account, if you need any bills that need to be paid, they will go ahead and pay that on your behalf. So you would have to submit a draw request with the amount that needs to be paid and any backup that's related to that job. Once all of your bills have been paid, what we do is typically the lender is paid next. Depending on how the loan is structured, we can do interest payments on the monthly base or just do a whole lump sum at the end with your interest that has accumulated. So bills get paid first, then the lender, and then any overhead or profit within that time frame that needs to be released to you would be released to you. But we make sure that all your bills are paid and your loan is current to continue getting the project cash flowed properly. With the interest rates, it really is just a market rate right now. So it's a spread over prime. Right now with the lenders that we work with, it's typically 9.5% interest. And then there's a 1% origination fee that the lender charges for it. For the third-party funds administration, there also is a 1% fee that is allocated to his service. However, if it's with one of our sponsors, Metro or county contracts, that is subsidized on your behalf. So with getting this loan, it does improve your credit score. It builds your business credit score because typically these loans are paid off well within a year. Sometimes you can pay off a $100,000 loan within the 6 months, or if your project is a short term, all of this gets paid off as quickly as we receive all of the progress payments. So with the skills that you may learn throughout this program, it's not really just here's the loan, here are the funds, here's how you cash flow, but we really do want to teach you the skills to create a cash flow projection for any and all projects that you may have, learning how to really build a schedule of value or breaking out the job to ensure that you're allocating the correct costs for your labor, materials, your overhead. So we will provide and guide you through how to create a cash flow projection in hopes that you use that template moving forward to kind of just give you an idea of what it is that you need so you can have this in paper. So our goal is obviously to help you build those, relationships with our community financial institutions, which are our lenders that we use. And then our goal is for you to eventually graduate over to a commercial lender, the big things like Chase, Wells Fargo, or just larger commercial lenders, so you can go ahead and get a larger line of credit. So this is just the first steps, everything that we ask for as far as pre-qualification. These larger lenders are going to ask for as well. So we're really just prepping you to kind of get ready so you can, continue to cash flow these projects. So if this is something that you're interested in, we're gladly answer any questions. Just make sure you are enrolled in our contractor development and bonding program, and we look forward to hearing from you. So again, if you're just interested in getting more information or enrolling in the program, here is our contact information and our email. If you email, our MWIS info, we'll send over that enrollment form for next steps. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janet and Rosa. We have a wonderful team at CDAP. So just a reminder to everyone, after the workshop, we will provide you with the slides and the link to enroll and all of those things. So no need to worry about that. And then before we move on to our next presenting agencies, we have a poll question. So I'll just pull that up on your screens now and give you about a minute to answer. Thirty more seconds. Okay, thank you so much. Next up, we have Enrique Gonzalez from the Office of Small Business, Department of Economic Opportunity, which we mentioned earlier is where the CDAP sort of lives. But he is going to share about many of the other offerings that they also have for small and diverse contractors, including certifications, the Apex Accelerator Program, partnerships, counseling, and I'll let him expand on that. So I'll turn it over to you, Enrique.
Hi, everyone. Yes, my name is Enrique Gonzalez. I'm a supervisor at the Office of Small Business. It's a pleasure to be able to address the audience here today to talk about one of my favorite subjects, government contracting. We have a variety of programs to help support contract readiness among businesses. Once a business is contract ready, we are happy to be able to provide them with services in the way of identifying what product value we can bring to the public sector, and then to identify the terrain of where to be able to market your product or service. So a slight difference in how we are providing services in government contracting, or Meriwether and Williams is providing technical assistance and bonding services as it pertains to construction government contracting. The Apex Accelerator is designed to provide services and products with the vehicle they need to gain access to public sector markets. So simply put, we aren't specific to any one industry in terms of how to get involved in government contracting. So the Office of Small Business is located within the Department of Economic Opportunity. The Economic Development Branch is the umbrella under which the Office of Small Business functions, and then the Apex Accelerator, which is a cooperative agreement between the Department of Defense and the County of Los Angeles to support small business participation in government contracting. So the Office of Small Business, all of our services are free. Felipe, the office chief, did a great job of providing summary of all the services. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail as it pertains to certifications and government contracting. Next slide, please. So the Department of Economic Opportunity works to promote the local economy, which includes disadvantaged communities, justice involved, homeless, foster youth, veteran, diverse, small businesses, nonprofits, individuals on public assistance, and low-income communities. Next slide, please. So the Office of Small Business services the various ways in which we reach out to the community. We do a lot of regional engagement. We do a lot of individual engagement. We have one-on-one counseling with businesses that are either startups interested in participating in the general economy, or startups that are interested in participating in government contracting. The community-based organizations serve as partners to provide very oftentimes specialized services where legal services are needed or accounting services are needed. We oftentimes partner with various organizations in the region to be able to ensure that our businesses get wraparound assistance. Next slide, please. So our three main divisions of technical assistance are the concierge, which supports small businesses, but also sidewalk vending, micro enterprise home kitchen operations. These are some new areas of the economy that the county wants to support and include into various industries or the economy. So we're providing that educational assistance to those businesses that are involved in sidewalk vending and micro enterprise home kitchen operations. As pertains to government contracting, I wanted to emphasize the certifications that the county offers, as well as the technical assistance as offered by the Apex Accelerator. Next slide. So the Apex Accelerator and the Office of Small Business, we provide one-on-one technical assistance. So it's really customized support for the business. We interact with the businesses on a one-on-one basis. And we really identify, or we were talking about at a training earlier today, that we really want to start with what the business's strengths are to be able to identify how we can leverage those strengths towards the aspirations that they have. We do this both at the concierge as well as the Apex Accelerator. Next slide, please. So we want to emphasize certification as a part of the process to participate in the county's government contracting. The first step is to register with WebVen. That's specified here in step 1, and then to participate in the certify.lacounty.gov certification portal. To apply, you'll need to submit your paperwork as it pertains to like your residence, proof of residence within the County of Los Angeles. The county really wants to emphasize and direct money so it stays in the county. So please participate. We really want to triple the number of businesses that are in the County of Los Angeles that are participating in the certification program. I'll talk a little bit more about why it benefits you to participate in the certification program. Next slide. Okay, so the benefits of participation. Well, one, the county has a participation goal of 25%, meaning that they're trying to ensure that businesses that are small business, that are local, are participating in up to 25% of the total county spend. When the county spend is $4 billion, 25% utilization means $1 billion. So currently we're at 1/3 of that amount. And so really trying to close the gap. And so we're participating with several county departments to ensure that they're aware of the certification and they're utilizing it to ensure that we get to those goals. Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise is also enjoys the 25% price, excuse me, the 15% price preference. And then the social enterprise, if you're an altruistic organization, then you can participate in the certification program as well, where you get the 15% price preference. You can participate in a streamlined acquisition process, which is fewer competitors are required. And you can get a 15-day prompt pay stamp. Next slide, please. So the CBE program corresponds to women-owned businesses, minority businesses, disadvantaged businesses, and LGBTQ businesses. We encourage you to participate in this program, though it doesn't afford you the same 15% price preference or the 15-day prompt pay. It does ensure that you have a greater chance of participating as a subcontractor. It also helps to identify you for the private sector process. Yeah, we're certainly happy to have you participate in the portal program in applying for these certifications as well. Next slide. So Apex Accelerator, we can circulate the QR code, I believe, at the end of this presentation, but it's all for free. And we help you get involved in government contracting. We help you, and the screenshots here essentially provides you with a layout of who is purchasing what you're selling, no matter what it is. And the government virtually buys everything. So we want to help you navigate that terrain. We'd like to do the same for businesses that are interested in marketing to businesses, B2B, but we also want to make sure businesses can market to government, so B2G as well. Next slide, please. You're more than welcome to use this QR code to get into the booking system. We want to ensure that we can provide you with that market research to help you navigate the terrain of public contracting. All of our services are free. And yeah, we look forward to helping you as part of the process of getting informed because there is a lot to be informed about in government contracting, and we look forward to imparting that knowledge. Next slide. Here's some more contact information about how to reach out to us directly. Again, all of our services are free and are more than happy to participate in your success. And if that's not the last slide, I will sign off and say thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Enrique. It's really incredible how many different ways the county is out there trying to support small businesses. So next up, we have Robert Murphy from LA County Public Works, here to share about doing business with Public Works and how to navigate the portals and what the Public Works opportunities look like and all of those different things. So I'll turn it over to you, Robert.
Great. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Robert Murphy. I work for Los Angeles County Public Works in the Business Relations and Contracts Division. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you as always. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day and spending it with us. I'm going to give you a quick introduction on how to do business with Public Works. Next slide. First off, let me tell you a little bit about LA County Public Works. We have a wide range of operations across various service areas. We manage sustainable water, transportation, waste management. We do a lot of infrastructure, including over 100 active capital projects with a construction value in the billions. The bottom line is Public Works provides many critical services throughout Los Angeles County to help maintain a high quality of life for Los Angeles County residents. Next slide. But before you can do business with Public Works, there are 3 simple steps that you need to do or need to take place. Number 1 is registering as an LA County vendor, which is managed by one of our sister departments, the Internal Services Department. You can start the county vendor registration process by visiting the website shown on the slide. And they should be able to get you started and help you sign up as a vendor. That's step 1. Next slide. Step 2, explore the types of certifications your business may qualify for. Enrique just gave you an instructive presentation on how to get certified and why it's so important. So I'm not going to speak any more about that, but I will just reiterate that check it out and support exactly what Enrique told you. And next slide. And finally, step 3 is doing business with LA County Public Works, or more precisely, how to do business with us. But before I get into the specifics of how, let me briefly tell you about what that means. Next slide. In order for Public Works to provide the vast array of services that we do, we need a tremendous amount of contracting help. And that's where you guys come in. So for example, we constantly have a variety of new construction solicitations coming up. These range widely in size and complexity. These include new construction for vertical and horizontal construction projects, and of course the maintenance of existing infrastructure all over LA County. Then of course there is a need for a wide range of professional services, from graphic artists to street sweepers and everything in between. And the purchasing and procurement, this it's actually so large it needs its own slide. So next slide, please. So this slide just gives you a sense of the broad range of types and categories of materials and services that are purchased by Public Works through the procurement process. So I'm talking about items as small as a pencil to an enormous amount of construction materials, and again, everything in between. Basically, if you can provide it, we probably have a need for it. Next slide. So here's more about how. This is kind of where the how kicks in. On our website, you can see what contracting opportunities are available to you. This is where we have all the information you need to successfully research solicitations and help prepare yourself for submitting bids or proposals on a solicitation. The website's called Do Business with Public Works.com. Next slide. And there are a number of options for searching the opportunities. You can filter and search the contracts that best fit your needs. So some of the filtering options available to you include building and infrastructure projects, professional services, purchasing opportunities, and sundry services. So you can use keywords that match your services whatever type of services or products your company provides. Just experiment with those keywords that represent what you do while you're searching, and you have a better chance of getting something that's a good fit for you. Next slide. You can also search by the status of the solicitation. That means you can look at open solicitations or upcoming solicitations. You can also look at recently awarded or closed solicitations to get a sense of the type of services or products that we've needed in the past and very well might need in the future. So you can kind of get a head start. And of course, you always have the option to just search through all the solicitations that are available. Next slide. All right, so once you find a contracting opportunity that is a good fit and you are ready to participate, I highly recommend you become very well acquainted with the requirements of the solicitation. On the screen are some key areas to carefully research and understand. And these include the scope of services. You want to know what it is that we're asking. Also pay close attention to the due dates for that particular solicitation. They're all different. You don't want to lose out on an opportunity because of poor planning or missed deadline. And there will usually be a main contact assigned to that particular solicitation. That person will be your main contact throughout the entire solicitation process. And then finally, and probably most importantly, the bid documents. So these bid documents, these have all the details you'll need to put together a great response to the solicitation. So in the documents section, you can click on, there's usually a number of options, but they all lead to the same place. Sometimes it's request for proposal. It's whatever the solicitation document is listed in under the documents section. So click on that. Next slide. And it'll take you to a portal, and this is very important. Once you get to this section, this is where you become a plan holder, and this will give you the exact details of what the solicitation requires, and you will be notified if there are any important changes that take place during the solicitation process. Before you register as a plan holder, you need to create an account or log into your existing account. And even if you're not ready to be a prime contractor, you can also choose to sign up as a subcontractor or a supplier. So it doesn't hurt to be a plan holder. And that gives you all your information. Next slide. And finally, I don't expect any of you to have the time to check our website daily, and I don't want you to miss out on some great opportunity for your business. So I urge you to sign up on our Do Business with Public Works website for our weekly emails that will inform you of all the new solicitations and that have just been released, and a lot of other information for businesses, information and resources for businesses. It's really as simple as typing in your email address and clicking on sign me up. And next slide. And I think this just about wraps it up. There's our contact information on the bottom there. I want to leave you with this. I always say this, there's millions of dollars in contracts, billions of dollars in contracts being awarded out there to all sorts of businesses. It's happening. It happened last year. It's happening now. It's happening this year. Get involved. Don't give up. You, the businesses, you are our partners in delivering the critical service, the critical services that Public Works provides. But you're also helping support our local economic growth and the financial freedom for all county residents. And I look forward and hope that you have much success, and I hope to help a little bit. If I didn't help at all and you don't remember anything I said, there is an email address where you can contact us, and somebody from our unit will answer any of your questions or comments if you need help. Once again, thank you. My name is Robert Murphy, LA County Public Works. Appreciate your time.
Robert, thank you very much. You were very helpful. And I will say, I'll just remind you all again, if you do have questions for Robert or Enrique or our next presenter, just stick around till the end and we'll have a bit of time to do Q&A. So I will move us along. I do think that we might have Keith Compton instead of Jan Davis presenting from Metro, but you'll have to let me know.
Yeah, I'm not as pretty as Jan, but I know the same stuff.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us. I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Jan and I tag team, and she couldn't make it today. But welcome everyone. I'm so pleased that everyone is attending this. I saw that we had just about 60 people attending. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to participate and learn. My name is Keith Compton. I'm a director for Los Angeles Metro's Diversity and Economic Opportunity Department. And I've been with the agency for quite a while. I love working here. I've worked in just about every unit in the department. And one of my responsibilities is currently the bond program. And I have to say, Meriwether and Williams, they're the best of the best. So you're in good hands. If we can go to the next slide, please. Our job at Metro and our DEOD department is to maximize small business participation. That's what our charter is. So if you are a small business asking why do we care, that's what we get graded on. We have a passion for fighting for the little guy. A lot of people in this department, that's kind of what their background is in one way or another. We fight for the little guy. Next slide. So everything that we do, be it labor compliance, be it certification, be it contract compliance, looking into commercially useful functions, going out in the fields and investigating things, we want to make sure that small businesses aren't being illegally substituted, aren't being taken advantage of by prime contractors. So that's why we even have this relationship with Meriwether and Williams, because one of the things small businesses said they wanted was support with bonding. Okay, so we like to look at ourselves as your friends on the inside. Like I think my colleague Robert Murphy said earlier, navigating a large business is kind of difficult, right? So we are the people you can call when you want to figure out how to navigate the system, how to figure out where can I find information on these small business programs, how do I get connected with a mentor protege program, how do I get into that mentoring situation. You call us and we will help you navigate Metro's huge system. Next slide. Why get certified? Small business certifications are important because not only do they legitimize your business as a small or disadvantaged DBE business, but we can't put goals on contracts without being able to count how many contractors that are legitimate certified small business contractors are able to do that scope of work. So when procurement wants to do a contract and the paperwork circles through all these different departments to get funding and get this, we'll get the contract or the solicitation, and we go through it to see what businesses are out there that are certified, and how many are out there determines how large of a goal is on that contract. If you see a contract that's being solicited and there are no goals on it, it's probably because they're weren't certified businesses in a particular database that did not, that did not show that they could do that scope of work. So that's really important. And it levels the playing field as much as we can to try to make everything fair and equitable. Next slide. So there's 2 certifications that we certify with here at Metro. One of them is the DBE, Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. The other is SBE, Small Business Enterprise. So when you fill out our certification application, which is all online, we will certify you for everything that you qualify for. We do have programs that are contracts that has a DVBE, Disabled Veteran Business Enterprise certification. However, we don't certify businesses for that certification. We will use DGS's database. Okay, so if you see an SBE contract that is coming out of Metro and it has a DVBE goal on it, we will take DGS's certification. Next slide. So the requirements in general, and a lot of you probably know this. If you don't, this information is also on our website at metro.net/connect. But you must be a for-profit independent business. Your personal net worth must be less than 1.32 million. Annual gross receipts for a 5-year average must be less than 26.29 million. And of course, ownership, the operation, and the control must be by the economically disadvantaged individual. Next slide. Additional requirements are listed here. You can see the listed following groups at the bottom. That's also on our webpage. Next slide. We do use the B2G online certification application. That information is also on our website, but it's completely online. So you don't have a huge stack of papers to deliver to Metro and triplicates and all that kind of stuff. Everything is online, which we hope is making it easier for everyone. Next slide. You can go to metro.gov2g.com, and that's where you can access the certification application. You can also email our certification team here at Metro at the email you see on the screen. You can call that general number, and that is our website, which I mentioned before, metro.net/connect. Next slide. We also have other programs that we're always trying to be creative here at Metro, but we have our Small Business Prime, which is a set-aside program. That's where we will put out a procurement where small businesses only compete against other certified small businesses. We have the medium-sized business enterprise program, which came about because our small businesses, some of them graduated and they said, we're still not ready or capable of competing against large prime contractors. Is there a medium-sized program? So we developed that quite a while ago, but it's taken a little bit of time to sort of figure it out because there haven't been a lot of contracts because of the size of the contracts that we do here at Metro that fit in that medium-sized business program. So we're still, working on that. One of the things I do like, I'm also over a mentor protege program, which is part of our contractor outreach and mentoring plan, which we call COM. That's when we take a look at a contract that's over $25 million, and we'll look and see if there are mentor protege opportunities, meaning we want not just small business participation, but we don't want like the pass-throughs and the this and the that, the substitutions. We also want the larger contractors to teach the smaller businesses how to build capacity, what they think would make them a stronger or better, and we want to see them grow. We don't want to see the small businesses do the same thing over and over and over again. We want them to build their repertoire, build their knowledge base, build their capability, and that's what this mentor protege program is about. Next slide. So our small business program has been highlighted by the Millikan and the Brookings Institute. It's been pretty successful. We can skip this, but we try to look at contracts up to 5 million for negotiated, 3 million for low bid, so that we can first put them out as small business enterprise contracts. And this is where the bonding program really does shine, because of course, to work on a public works project, you have to be bonded. If you're, let's say you're already a sub to someone else on another contract or two, and you need just a little bit more bonding in order to go after this small business prime contract that you saw here at Metro. This is where Merriweather and Williams comes in. And this is an actual scenario that has happened. And not only was that small business able to receive this bonding assistance, where Metro, will pay, up to $250,000 or 40%, whichever is less, so that they could bond. But after they completed those contracts, their bonding capacity grew. So now they can do larger contracts because their bonding capacity is larger than it was before. And that's what this is about, building capacity. Next slide. So this is more on the medium-sized business enterprise program. And it's actually there's two levels to it now. Next slide. And this sort of talks to it, but I think we're even going to revamp this even more. But you can also read about this on our metro.net/connect webpage. But again, this program was intended to help businesses that graduate from the small business level program and not have to compete with prime contractors, but be able to go after projects that are medium sized. Next slide, please. So I talked about this already. We can skip this one. Please register with us at metro.net/connect so that you can get plugged in to all the events that we're going to be hosting. We have small business workshops. We do a How to Do Business with Metro the second Tuesday of every month. We have a Transportation Business Advisory Council meeting the first Thursday of every month. And that is where we have, I think it's about 15 now, 15 small business organizations. They come to Metro, and there's a forum where they talk about how Metro can come up with different programs or initiatives, how we can come up with ideas on how we can better serve the small business community. So if you want to be part of that discussion or hear what's going on, that's the first Thursday of every month, and it's in the boardroom here at Los Angeles Metro. But please register so that you can get on our mailing list, so that whenever we're doing something, we can email you and let you know about it. Next slide. And once you search on metro.net/connect, this is what you'll see. You'll see the vendor portal, And if you look, if you click on small business tools, then that's going to allow you to take a look at our SB Prime program. If you click on solicitations, that's where you'll see all of our current contracts that are out for bid. And you can also sort on the small business prime, what we call small business set-asides. You can take a look at that. If you look over to the gray area on the right, you can see that at the top there's events. So you can click there and register, and so you can get notifications of when we're doing stuff. There's a certification link right under that. There's a toolkit under that, which is sort of a guide that we put together if you're just starting and you want to know, hey, how can I get some shortcuts? What do you think I should do? This is a small business toolkit. It's what we think you should do in order to start doing business with us, because all agencies are different. You have to understand that culture, how they do business, and you can't take what we do and go to DWP and do the exact same thing over there because they're different. So this toolkit can help you. And then there are other links here on things that I talked about, like the Transportation Business Advisory Council that meets the first Thursday of the month. But our contact information is here. If you have any questions, you can contact us at any time. And I think that's second to the last slide. Is that the last slide? Next slide. Yep, metro.net/connect. I think that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you for your support of the CDAP program and for all the work that your team does at DEOD. So before we go into the Q&A portion, we just have a short recorded video to show you from one of our CDAP contractors, Rita Ferguson, the president of GNF Concrete Cutting, and she shares actually about her experience working with CDAP and LA Metro.
Rita Ferguson. I'm the president of GNF Concrete Cutting. It's a 38-year-old company, actually going on 39 years. We are specialty contractors. Recently, we were awarded a contract on a project called the Rosa Parks Willowbrook project. It was a community service center. We inquired as to what the contract bonding program was with Metro at the time, and it turned out that it was very beneficial for us. It allowed, they were able to give us a $250,000 collateral bond. And that, in essence, enabled us to continue on with the project. Otherwise, we probably would not have been able to. This program was critical to GNF taking its next step and growing. GNF can take advantage of this program by utilizing more bonding capacity. For instance, we are going to be able to bid jobs, more jobs and bigger jobs, knowing that there's a resource that we can go to if we are fortunate to be awarded the project. So I think the program, most importantly, helped GNF grow in a different direction and broaden our capacity, our services, as well as it taught our staff what is required to play with the big guys. We've always been in a very small little niche. And so when you act as a mini GC, you have to learn how to process paperwork correctly. You have to learn this new method of showing and being more transparent as for your financials, for example. So the program, again, helped us grow. It was such a learning and a positive experience. So I think that's the main takeaway for us.
Okay, thank you all for sticking around. We are now to the Q&A portion. So I'm going to turn it over to our dedicated account manager, Joanna Lee Penn, and she'll read off any questions that you put into the chat. I'll ask our presenters from today to go ahead and turn their cameras on so that attendees can see if they'd like to ask you a question, and Joanna will read them off and you can unmute yourselves and answer. So take it away.
Great, thank you.
So I don't see any questions coming through. Do you see any, Joanna?
I don't see any questions.
Okay, so with that, I will say if anyone has any questions, please add those to the chat and we will gladly answer them in our follow-up correspondence after the webinar. But for now, I will just bring up the flyer for our next webinar, which will be Wednesday, April 30th. We'd love for you all to join us with Hilda Solis, Supervisor Hilda Solis. And I'll leave that up for a moment just in case you want to get that QR code. While I thank you all for joining us today, I hope that you got some useful information. We hope that if you have not yet, you will enroll in the CDAP program and take advantage of all of the offerings that we have. So with that, I'll say thank you and have a great day.